Hi everyone, Jessica here from Paper Ink Stamp and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a birthday craft haul. So if you didn't see my post on my community page here on YouTube, it was my birthday on Wednesday, and originally I had planned to of course create a video for either Tuesday or Wednesday, but unfortunately I just didn't end up having time with kind of, you know, pre-birthday celebrations and things like that. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get a chance to do that, so my apologies there, but I definitely wanted to share with you just my small craft haul. In terms of price, not really that small, but we've got a few items here, so I want to share that with you today and just show you sort of some examples of the bits and pieces that I've done kind of using these products as well, kind of mainly this product here. So yeah, let's get into this craft haul. So the reason that I'm zoomed out so far is I have got a new cutting mat. So I wasn't really intending to get a new mat, to be honest with you. I really like my Tim Holtz glass mat, but with my lighting setup and things like that, how it reflects in the actual glass itself, I felt like maybe it wasn't making the best videos possible, and that's really what I want to be able to do, is create some really great videos for you guys. So I was kind of umming and ahhing about it. I don't know if it bothered any of you, but it kind of did bother me a little bit. So I did decide to get the Altenew Cutting Mat because this is black, it's matte, it's not going to shine, so if I sort of move my lights around, you know, it's not, you're not going to be able to see it. So I'm hoping it's going to give a better quality of videos for you guys, say not having that reflection in that. So I figured I would just give this a go. It is really lovely. It's actually bigger than my the Tim Holtz, the full size one. So if I just bring back my Tim Holtz mat, so you can see that it's the same size going across, but in terms of the actual grid, it's probably about 2.5 inches longer, and then of course you just have this small section going around the outside, so it is slightly bigger. And the other thing that I do really love as well, so because you've got sort of your main mat here and then we do have this palette, I kind of found it difficult because I would never use this section and I was kind of more squished into this section here. Like I said, I do like the glass mat because there's so much you can do with it just straight onto the mat, and it's not gonna, you know, kind of mess with anything. So it might be that for certain techniques and things, I might bring my mat back out. Of course I do love this bit where it's white, you know, and I can just smush my ink straight onto here. So yeah, we might bring it, well, we probably will bring it back out, like I said, for certain techniques and things, but I just think generally to create better videos, I'm going to be using this Altenew one. So this is double-sided. You do have the inch grids along here. You have got then this square here, or sorry, rectangle here. This is the A2, so 4¼ by 5½. Then you do have that landscape as well. So this is going to be kind of my central point. So I'm going to make sure that that's in the middle, so I'm always kind of in frame for my videos. If I just turn this over, this is double-sided, so I really love that that it's actually black because it's going to stand out really nicely. But then we do have this other side. This is in centimeters. We've got a 12-inch mark in here. Again, we've got then the US A2 size grids here, plus your other grids as well, so it's going to help you line up. But so this one's just lighter. I don't know that I'm going to use this side, to be honest, but we'll sort of see what happens. But yeah, I'm super happy sort of with this mat, but yeah, we'll see what happens with our videos. So that is the Altenew cutting mat. I got these products, apart from the watercolour paints, from, I think it's Bumblebee, I think it is. I'll pop some links in the description box down below if you're interested in any of these products, so be sure to check that out. But I'm going to zoom in and I'm just going to walk you through the other bits that I've got. So this is going to be kind of the frame that we're going to be working with. Like I said, this is going to be my central point, so I can make sure that I'm always in frame. Obviously we can zoom in and out if we need to, but this is going to be kind of sort of roughly what we're going to be looking at. So the first two products that I got, these are Lawn Fawn. So I did pick up their Lawn Fundamentals glue tube. So as you guys know, I do use my tape runners quite a lot. The purple tape runners I've actually run out of, and I do need to order some more from Create and Craft. But I always see people using liquid glue, and as you know, I use my Crafter's Companion Dotty Tape pen quite a lot, but I really wanted to give one of these sort of glue tubes a try. I have picked up glue sort of in the past, but I find that their nibs really aren't that small. I know you can get sort of attachments and different things that you can pop on top, but I really wanted to try one of these. I think the three that I know of, you've got Lawn Fawn, you've got Honeybee, and you've got Gina K Connect glue as well. So they did have all three of those on there. To be honest, this is the cheapest. I believe this was $4.99. The other two are a little bit more expensive, but they could be bigger. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to be using this just for different things and really sort of seeing how I get on with it. The good thing about this is obviously it gives you a little bit of wiggle time. So I have got one of those. And then the other product I picked up, I think this was from their current release, or it might have been from their previous release. So this is Giant Happy Birthday to You die. So the one thing that I don't think I really have a lot of is kind of big sentiment dies like this. I do really love them because sometimes, you know, you want to put a big sentiment on your card. And of course, Happy Birthday is just kind of a classic to have in your stash. So you can see this card here. So I think this is just a standard A2 sized card. And like I said, so you've got then this really big happy birthday to you, and I just think there's so much we can kind of do with this. I think it's going to be a really good product to have in the stash. And I think what you can do as well, so you could probably, I'm guessing, cut off this to you if you wanted to just have happy birthday. I'd imagine that's not that difficult to cut off neatly. So I thought then, you know, you could kind of get two sentiments out of one. But so they're the Lawn Fawn products that I picked up. So the next thing I picked up is a Mini Misti. So you'll all know that I've got my Tim Holtz stamping platform, which I do really love. The issue I have is it's quite big, and recently I've been making a lot of smaller sized cards, so a lot of the US A2 sized cards, and it's just so big. And when you have sort of a lot going on your desk and you want to stamp just like a small sentiment, or you know, a small stamp, whatever it might be, I find that getting out my stamping platform is just so big. I don't always have room for it on my desk, and I thought, why not pick up something smaller? So for ages I was looking for the travel size of the Tim Holtz stamping platform, because like I said, I do really love the product. I think it's great. So I was just looking for that smaller size, but I literally couldn't find it anywhere. So I just decided to get a Mini Misti instead. I don't know that I would pick up, you know, any other brands. I think I either would have gone for the Misti or my Tonic Studios Tim Holtz one, but so yeah, I went for this one. So when you take your Mini Misti out of the box, you do have a couple of things just in the side. So it's got a really good hinge on it. I think these are the 2.0s. So they've obviously just kind of upgraded bits on here. But you've got a really nice window, which has got the grid marks on there as well. So inside there are three products, or there's three additional items. So you have got the magnet bar here, which can hold down your paper, and that's super strong. You've then got a piece of foam, so you remove this if you are using some red rubber stamps. So if you've got those thicker stamps, you need to take that pad out. Then you do also have a small pad of grid paper in here as well. I don't know if this is, I'm guessing it makes then the right depth for you to be able to just stamp this with a regular stamp, but you can then pick up extra items to go with this. So they do have kind of the creative corners and things, which I did sort of have a look at, but the only extra item that I did pick up is, I think they called it a mouse mat, and basically this is a wipe clean top to it with that foam. So basically if you're stamping and then you get ink sort of outside of your paper, it's just gonna sit there, whereas if you use the paper grid, it's not gonna smudge it. The ink will just sink into that paper. So it really depends what surface you want underneath. So I'm really excited to be able to use that. So again, this is gonna be for, you know, stamping sentiments, stamping smaller cards. If I like the Misti more than my Tim Holtz stamping platform, maybe I might go for the next size up as well eventually. But like I said, I just wanted a smaller size just to be a little bit more convenient. So the last thing I got is some watercolours. So I have got my brush markers, which I've sort of recently got the hang of. I did, you've probably seen in older videos, I had just this really basic palette of watercolour paints which I've used, but I really wanted to kind of take it up to the next level a little bit and sort of try something different. So I picked up this set here. This has got 36, these are the half pans in here. So if I just show you the actual tin itself, let me just move these to the side. So we have got 36 colours, so it opens up twice. So let me turn it that way. So there you can see you've got two kind of mix-in pieces, so you can see that I've already started using these. So it did come with a little watercolour kind of book to be able to swatch out on. I really kind of got the hang of what I was meant to do in the last few colours down here, but not so great up there, but it just gives you an indication of what the actual colours are. On the back it does give you some instructions on how best to swatch your watercolours, but that's really great because then that does correspond perfectly. If I just move it to the side, that corresponds perfectly to how they are set up in the tin. So there's some really beautiful colours in here. And just some really great variations, sort of taking that next step up. It did also come with a watercolour brush, and this has actually been really, really fantastic. So I did show you in a video before the new water brush that I got. This was a Filmora, I think it was. And this was so much better than just the cheapy pens that I'd picked up. But yeah, again, you can see this one is bigger. It's got a bigger barrel on it. But yeah, I did really, really love using this. And like I said, it's got some really great colour combinations in here. I'm guessing you can get a bigger palette, but really for me and what I'm doing currently, this is perfect. You've got some really great shades in here. You've got some great brown shades, quite a lot of blues. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant for what I've done so far with it. So let me just show you sort of some things that I've created using this set. So I've just had like a little bit of a play. So I did create kind of a background. I think I was watching an old Christina Warner video, and she kind of did this sort of ombre faded look, and I just did a little bit of gold heat embossing on there. But you know, I've sort of tried to layer up and you know, practice making some backgrounds. I did make this one. So this is on two different styles of watercolor. This is hot press, that is cold press. You can see that when I was using my stamping platform, it moved in my platform, so then I had to kind of abandon this one, but I thought it was really beautiful. It gives it that really perfect gradient, and both of these are actually just using one colour. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with these. So we can create, you know, kind of standard backgrounds. I was then of course going in for the no line watercolouring. That's why I wanted to kind of get into watercolouring a little bit, and I picked up then the Distress ink in the antique linen. I'm not sure how I feel about the antique linen. I don't know if I just need to practice a little bit more. I was looking at the Lawn Fawn jellyfish ink pad, because I think that is sort of another great no line watercolouring ink pad, but I'm sort of just practicing. I think that's really what you've got to do. So I have just used stamps and things that I've got in my stash just to give it a go. So we've got, this is one of the Simon Says stamp images here, so you can see that I kind of began to try. I think this blue flower kind of came out nicely. This obviously just looks like rubbish, and sort of some of the leaves and the stems, I was trying to sort of get that really thin brush line. Still needs a lot of practice there. Then I did, so this is some of the Colorado Craft Company stamps here. This one I did actually just stamp in black because again I was just trying out the actual watercolouring. I think I need to work on kind of my highlights and lowlights a little bit more. This is kind of looking quite flat. I think the present is okay, but otherwise I think it's generally just a little bit flat. So again, just need that kind of practice makes perfect. And then, so this is a little bit of no line watercolour in here. So again, one of the Colorado Craft Company stamps. I think this was from the first stamp set they might have brought out. And because I've seen this quite a few times, and I'm quite happy with this, apart from the ears maybe don't kind of match in. But again, I did try to get that kind of shading and things, and the same for the balloon. But really, it is just practice makes perfect. So I'm definitely going to be you know, trying to sort of practice at it. And then I did end up making a card as well using this paint set. So So if I just pop it in the middle, you can see that it fits just really nicely into that grid section there. But so this card here I made again using one of the Colorado Craft Company stamp sets. So if in any of my videos I'm sort of talking about products that I've not actually shown you, it is coming in a future video. It's all to do with a competition that I won. You may or may not know anything about it. So I've won just a whole bunch of prizes, and I really was trying to wait as much as I could before actually using any of the products and showing you first in the videos. And we're going to make sort of more videos using the products, but there are a few that I have kind of gotten out and tried. So yeah, if I haven't really kind of talked about anything yet, it is coming, but I have used one of them here. So this is my first Christmas card of the year, and I actually really love this. This was something that I seen on Instagram. I don't know who posted it or who did it first, so my apologies for that, but I seen it and thought I really want to try that. But we got one of the Colorado Craft Company stamps just down here, so you've got like little kittens all dressed up. This was a little snowdrift stamp that came with it, but again, so this background is kind of made up again just of one colour. So it was that same blue colour that I've got here. I really just layered it up and just kept going and going and going with it. I did colour in these aren't no line watercolouring. I stamped this in black and then I heat embossed it, so you've got a really beautiful glossy outline for that. I was quite happy with how this coloured in actually. Definitely one of my better pieces of work, but this did take me quite a while, so again it's just practicing. So what I actually did with the card, so it is interactive, so I did use the reveal wheel by Lawn Fawn, so I did show you that set in a previous video, and obviously you have the wheel which does sort of turn, but all I did for this was just put my sentiment onto a foam pad. So now you can actually get it to move around. So in the post that I seen on Instagram, I want to say it was a lollipop that was attached to it, and it was the same thing, it was just moving from side to side. But I thought that would be really great just for a sentiment as well. So you just kind of move it back and forth. Looks like it's sort of in the wind. I don't know, I thought it was just a really cool idea. So that was just sort of lots of practicing, like I said, creating a background, creating some ground in there, and then just obviously colouring in those images as well with this set. And if you are looking for a watercolour set, and maybe you are a beginner like me, there are smaller packs. So I think they do a set of 12 as well. But I kind of wanted to, like I said, sort of take it to that next level and sort of have more of those shades in there just to kind of progress a little bit more. But yeah, I picked this up from Amazon, so I will pop a link in the description box down below. So that was a look at my recent birthday haul. So I'm really excited with some of these. Like I said, the mat I'm hoping to create better videos with. The Mini Misti I'm hoping is just going to be a lot more convenient. So I'm really grateful for these things that I got this year for my birthday. I'm definitely going to be making use of them all the time, obviously making all these videos. These are kind of things that I will come to time and time again. So like I said before, I've got loads and loads of products that I want to share with you. I want to do a sort of video sort of talking about this competition and things. I haven't been able to talk about it as of yet. I'm hoping that's going to be on Sunday, but I've got a couple things, sort of family things planned for the weekend, so I'm really hoping to be able to get my video out on Sunday. If I don't manage it, I will film it on Sunday, and then it'll either be sort of later into Sunday or possibly then next week that I want to kind of talk about it and really show you all of the amazing products that I've got, and just start using them, because they've literally been sat here and I've just not been able to do anything with them. So stay tuned for that. If you aren't currently subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on any of those future videos. But that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching and happy crafting.